Alright, well, hello. Um, my internet was having issues throughout the past few days, and it looks like, and during this stream itself, I was noticing some connection drop, like it was getting close to dropping the connection, so don't be surprised if the stream just cuts out, if at some point today. If it does, I'll try to bring it back as soon as possible, but we shall just have to see. Yeah, it's like very likely the stream's very likely going to cut out at some point today. Just going by how bad my internet's been for the past few days. So welcome in. Now trying to stream. So this is going to be a part of the new schedule in which I can stream twice instead of just once. I'm going to be returning to Dark Souls 3 for the Donathon, for BrawlKaiser's Bizarre Donathon, but instead of like the streams being 6 hours long, these Sunday streams will now be 3 hours long because I now have to work on Sunday. So my entire morning is spent. Most of my day is spent on Sundays and Saturdays is now spent working. So yeah, not able to stream as much during these days. Okay, so Pokemon Cube welcome in says how many lives will be lost today? Hopefully 0, but let's face it, is going to be a few. I'm going to say all 151 remaining lives. I'm going to say that I'm going to really mess up and lose all 151 remaining lives today. That way, unless I do somehow end up losing all 151 lives in these 3 hours over the next 3 hours, then I will be pleasantly surprised. Also, okay, just to let y'all know where we're at, because, just to let y'all know where we're at as far as the Donathon itself is going. So, we've passed the $800 donation goal, so that means the Pokemon Smasher Pass Stream is going to happen. The drawing character suggested by y'all from memory, that's going to happen. Playing through God Hand right now, that's going to be continuing on Tuesday. Y'all already decided the 200 playthrough, and that will start after I beat a few more games. Capcom Fighters Marathon from Hell. Basically, all the preparation is done for that. I just need to decide, like, what day would be best for doing that. I was gonna try to wait until after I moved out of my parents' house, but that's now been, like, it's now looking like I need a lot more money than I previously expected to be able to move out of my parents' house, so I'll just have to do it whenever I can here. The Wind Waker first playthrough, that I'll be continuing Wind Waker after I beat God Hand. So, maybe like 1 or 2 more streams of God Hand, then I'll be continuing Wind Waker. Y'all getting to decide the new emote. That will also, I'm slowly working on the form. There's a bunch of other things I need to do first, but I'm slowly working on making the form, for y'all to decide what the for y'all to submit ideas for the emote. And the D&D solo adventures, that we reached that recently, and yes, because of that, I have already kind of decided what adventures I'm going to do for the D&D solo adventures. I just need to do some test runs to see, like, how I'm going to stream it. And, like, how actually doing these adventures will go. So that's the goals we've met. So we're at $802.92, so we're less than $100 away from making me play Sonic Adventure 2. And if we reach that, and if we start getting close to $1,000, I'm going to have to start thinking of some new donation goals. Which I was not expecting. So yeah, if you're able to, please consider donating. It'll really help me out right now because the more money I save up, the sooner I'll be able to move out of my parents' house, which will help me out in a lot of different ways. Subs, bits, and gift subs if you're watching on Twitch account, and then direct donations to my PayPal if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Those help me out even more because I'll receive the money you donate immediately. And so also, in addition to counting towards the donation goals, remember that every single dollar donated will add more lives to to how many lives I have left. And if I manage to beat Dark Souls 3, then we will keep this going, and then these lives will keep me going. I'll use these lives to play another game. So, that's kind of where I forgot. I think I'm in, like, a village surrounded by, like, crazed peasants who want to kill me. It reminds me of just like Bloodborne. So, let me have a look around. Alright, okay, there's that. Okay, there's someone over there. Two enemies over there. Oh. Wait, let me go back in, because something's going on. Something's going on with the stream connection. Let me go back in. Okay, the YouTube version of the stream just cut out for a second there, so I just had to like back out for a sec, just go back here for a second in case the stream itself was about to cut out because it couldn't tell. Okay, that's right. There was this whole village area. Where is? Oh, okay. This is that. Okay, this is that area where there were like those enemies that were throwing stuff at me. Okay, MassQC, so you're looking fine on Twitch. I say that, then lag. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, the internet has been really bad. So, I mentioned on Tuesday that one of the things I did while I wasn't streaming on Sunday was I went around with my brother, and we kind of looked around one of the areas I'm considering moving to, and we kind of looked to see if there were any, like, affordable apartments that I could, like, afford with how much money I have now. And while doing that, we found out that not only is there, like, no affordable, like, not only did all of the apartments I was looking into, none of them would work for various reasons. Also, we found out basically if I wanted to get a good apartment, like a good apartment that isn't, like, infested with bugs or, like, has a history, or, like, has reports of being in, like, of having, like, being broken into or having its cars broken into, that I need a lot more money than what I have now. So, which means that either I need to find a new job, which I am working on. No luck there, so far. I need to save up a lot more money, which that's what I'm going to be doing, but that could take quite a bit of time. Or just, I don't know, someone comes into one of those streams and drops like $1,000, like, no, it'd have to be like more than $1,000. It'd have to be quite a bit more than $1,000 at this point. Which will never which is never going to happen. So it's options 1 or 2. But basically, after all of that, this whole week after that was just showing me, like, after finding out that, oh, I'm stuck here for a lot longer than I anticipated, I might not even make it out of here. I might not even make it out of here by the end of the year, which I was hoping to. That was kind of my goal. So after finding that out, the rest of this week was basically just me, like, all the reasons why I want to move out of here. Just excuse me, this week, after, like, finding that out, that, oh, I'm not going to be able to move out, like, I need a lot more money if I want to move out of, for me to move out of here. This whole week was basically me being reminded of all the reasons I want to move out of here. Like, being around racist relatives who think that a local gas station is going to be taken over by, like, Muslim people or Indian people. It changes every time I talk to them. Or like being reminded that, or like thinking, oh dang, well there's no way I'm gonna be able to afford moving to a different country and getting out and like moving to a country where I have free healthcare, and then like immediately the next day, like U.S. Congress, or excuse me, the Congress is trying to pass the Kids or COSA Act because instead of trying to do something that actually help us, that actually help out the people here, they just want to censor more of the internet. So that people online stop talking about, so they can try and stop people online from talking about how much they suck. So yeah, this whole week was basically, so yeah, after that, this whole week is being reminded, like, of all the after a week where after a weekend where I was like, dang, I really want to get out of here. This whole week was basically me being reminded of all the reasons that I want to get out of here. The bad internet is the bad internet as well. That was another one of the things. Like, rampant internet outages over the past few days was like, yeah, that's another reason I want to get out of here. Pokemon Master Cube says emigrate to the land of the free, Canada. That is, if I were to move, if I were somehow able to move to another country, Canada would probably be on my first pick. It's like the closest. It would out of all my options, it would be the easiest to move to. If I did move there, I could I could fly, or I could actually try driving to Canada and make it like a fun road trip on the way there. But I have to save up a lot of money for that. I should probably heal. And then after that... Oh. Then after... oh, hey, Sleepless, welcome in. Oh, so Sleepless, yeah, what I was saying, Sleepless, before he got here, is that, Sleepless, I have pizza. I actually also have pizza. Just in the fridge for me to eat later. And it's not fresh pizza. My pizza... Your pizza is probably fresh. Mine is not. Mine is like 2-day-old pizza because so my Friday work shift went from 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. My new Saturday work shift went from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then I had to work another 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. work shift today. So that's why the Sunday streams are now shorter, just because like I now have to work on Sundays. But that does mean that I now have, like, Tuesdays to stream for most of the day, which is good. That means I can now do 2 streams instead of just 1. I guess maybe this was the... Oh, no. I need to go back this way. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna go right back. Okay, I'm gonna be right back for just a second. And when I get back, I need to take a break for just a second. And when I get back... I'll basically just retell what I was already the stories that or retell y'all what I already told y'all for anyone who just showed up about what's going on in BrawlKaiser's world. Okay, but I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Pokemon excuses, what sort? Don't know why I'm asking. I don't like pizza anyway. So he says, I got 2 large breadsticks, 2 large pizzas, an order of breadsticks, an order of cheese bread and fries. So the goal is I'll have leftovers and no need to buy lunch at work this week. That is actually very similar to the pizza order I got. I also got two pizzas and like an order of cheese sticks so that I could have lunch over the past few days. Or breakfast and lunch over the past few days. Well, now this means I gotta fight these enemies again. But yeah, so Sleepless and anyone else who just tuned in. So like I was saying, after what I said on Tuesday, which was that I spent like Sunday basically like finding out that, oh, I'm gonna need a lot more money to move out of here if I want to find any place, if I want to find like any place that's worth moving to. This whole week was basically, after that point, this whole week was basically like me being reminded of all the reasons why I want to move out of there. Want to move out of here. Either stuff like grandparents being racist, bad internet the past few days. Well, and today. Bad internet the past few days and today. So the stream does go down. So the stream might go down. And if it does, I'll try to bring it back as soon as possible. But yeah, there's a pretty good chance the stream might break. Even though the stream is only 3 hours, there's a pretty good chance it might break down. Then, like, being reminded why I would really like to move out of the country with, like, oh, Senate, the Senate is trying to pass, COSA again. And this time they're calling it the Kids Act because they really don't want to, because they just keep trying to hide, like, how awful this bill is. Oh, I did. Okay, that's down to 150 lives. Slip says, I've noticed this frame skipping already, yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Now, my parents are adamant. My parents are adamant that this is not related to my dad accidentally firing one of his guns into the ceiling. Yesterday, but oh yeah, no, like I said, yeah, another reason why I'm reminded that I need to get out of here. Was just suddenly heard a gunshot in the house, and was like scared half to death, and like ran, like, and only to find out, oh no, oh, Dad just fired a round into the ceiling somehow. So he says, why was he firing the gun in the ceiling? Because he was handling the gun, he was doing maintenance on it, and then he just apparently just left a round in there and didn't check and just fired the gun into the ceiling. And after that, to the surprise of hopefully none of y'all, but to the surprise of hopefully none of y'all, but to the surprise of my parents, I don't want to be around them when they're handling guns anymore. This is why I'm a melee. This was another reason. Well, this is not related to me moving, but it was another reminder of it was a reminder of something else. One of the reasons why I'm much more a melee weapons guy than wanting to own a gun. That's right, I have Magic. Let me try. Pokemon asking says, maybe move to a country where guns are not just lying around. That actually wouldn't be that hard if I could move to a country. America is like America is one of the few is like one of the only countries that is like so lax about people owning guns, and well, for those who don't live in America, there's a reason why. If you look at the list of the most deadly gun shootings, the top 25 most deadly gun shootings in history in Wikipedia, you will find America listed there 26 times. Ow. At least that's how it was the last time I checked. The one time I checked, which was a few years ago. So it says, we got an honorable mention too? No, there were two that were so bad that they tied with each other. Maybe I should just stop trying to fight that guy. Pokemon Ice Cube says, and all it took over here in the UK was one mass shooting in a school, and that was it. Yeah, thankfully y'all don't. Thankfully, well, at least I'm hoping y'all don't have like big gun like an entire gun lobby that is yeah, y'all probably don't have an entire gun lobby that is all about like making sure people have making sure everyday or everyone in America has the right to own like an AR-15 with multiple magazines, a suppressor, and well, maybe not a suppressor, a laser sight, and a bayonet. So it says, now see here, Q. In the U.S. we had that happen. Then we had people come out of the woodwork calling it a hoax. Well, no, that was like one of the more recent ones. Before they called it a hoax, they blamed it all on video games. I fucking hate that we can make I fucking hate that we can make jokes about it, but it's like it's honestly just what you gotta do sometimes to kind of get through stuff like this. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked those guys. They might not have attacked me back. Pokemon Master Cube says, we sort of do. Your big gun lobby is backing the guy over here who sucks up to your president. Your big gun lobby is backing the guy over here who sucks up to your president, saying we need guns to protect ourselves from the migrant storm. Oh. Yeah, that's one of the things they say. Well, over here, okay, sometimes it's it's like blaming it on immigrants, which is the classic American let's blame things on classic group of people for Americans to blame things on, even though there is no way that it's clearly bullshit. There's also like a lot of like people who live out in rural areas who are like, well, I need these guns just maybe on the possibility that there is like a wild animal out there in my yard. Sleep says, was that Columbine? I thought Columbine was the one that shocked the nation, and you had people like Alex Jones coming out making a name for themselves and a platform on calling it a hoax. Columbine was the one that was the one where like the guys who did it were like clearly like neo-Nazis, but then they blamed it. The media blamed it on Doom. Sandy Hook is the one that Alex Jones called a hoax. Although in some positive news, for like I think I might have mentioned the Discord a little bit, but thankfully, so after that whole thing where Alex Jones called Sandy Hook fake, and like ended up causing a lot of problems for the people who are like the like the survivors and families of the victims of that, they did take Alex Jones to court and sue him, and he had to. So it's a really complicated legal thing that I don't fully I have difficulty myself understanding, because trying to understand like legal proceedings is difficult for me. But what happened is that like the parents of Sandy Hook, working with The Onion, which is like a parody news site, actually ended up buying InfoWars. And though there is like some kind of like Alex Jones is trying to like do some court pushback, or Alex Jones is basically trying to like let InfoWars waste away until it's nothing, so that he could like buy it for nothing after like all this is passed. The Onion said fuck that, and they just started their own they started a new InfoWars, and it is basically like, yeah, it's like a parodying and making fun of everything Alex Jones did. It is great. If you want something fun to watch every Thursday that is just like taking the absolute like just kicking the shins of everything that Alex Jones and these alt-right grifters did, yeah, go watch real InfoWars. They even have a nice rainbow logo now. And they've said like some of the people who worked on this, like some of the people who are working on this, which is like some like older comedians, have said that their goal is basically, we want to try to turn like this awful thing that InfoWars was, and see if we can maybe like through making fun of Alex Jones and other right-wing grifters, see if we can kind of turn this into like Adult Swim, but for the internet. So he says, InfoWars were brought by the Donothon, and it's airing as a satire of everything Alex Jones stand for. Yeah. It's great. Their current... Damn. So because Alex Jones is still continuing like his bullshit alt-right scamming, he's just now calling it the Alex Jones Show. The Alex Jones Show. What the real InfoWars is doing is in a delightfully poetic way of making fun of the awful like Alex Jones, saying that all of the Sandy Hook massacre was fake. InfoWars is basically running a thing that like Alex Jones died, and they have footage of him dying, and that the Alex Jones who's running the Alex Jones Show is fake. Are they following me? I think they're following me. They are following me. Okay, I've lost like 3 lives so far. Okay, they're going back. It has been some time since I last played this, so it is going to take me a bit to get reacclimated to it. Uh-oh. Okay, she's going back that way. Didn't notice me. Oh yeah, so not this, so yeah, this Tuesday will be more, God Hand. I'm gonna see if I can maybe beat God Hand this Tuesday, because there's not that much left in the game. Master Cube says, and in more positive news, Omega Horn is here. I do still need to watch... well, I have some bad news, actually, in a second, but related to Tokusatsu, but I'll wait. Let's get through some good news first. I do need to, like... I never got the chance to start watching the new Gavon show. I should do that. And Omega Horde does look really interesting, because it looks like Tokusatsu. Like, it's got some clear, like, Pokemon and Monster Hunter influences, which looks cool. Pokemon Master Cube says, and they have a girl who wields a sword that as long as she is tall. Always a good choice for a character design. Sleep says, in better news, Science Saru's Ghost in the Shell remake is fantastic. I've been hearing good things about that, which is... And, like, that they made Motoko Kusanagi in it hella gay. Which, good. Glad they did. Ow. Pokemon Master says, for Gavon, have something to drink on hand. Oh. I will say, I don't think how Toei has handled Gavon or Omega Horn has done well. Sleep says, they didn't make her any more gay than she was in the manga. Oh, I know. They were basically rectifying a mistake that other adaptations have made, which was not showing how gay Motoko is in the original manga. Or as she was in the original manga. Yeah, I will say, I do think Toei really, like, majorly messed up by, as far as, like, Gavon, by not having it, like, if they're doing this big Tokusatsu push, like they're doing with, like they said they're doing with Kamen Rider, and you have, like, a brand new franchise that you're doing to replace Sentai, and it's a shorter show, which that is easier to get into, why didn't you do this whole simulcast thing again? Now, but speaking of Kamen Rider, I basically had to return to the old ways. For Kamen Rider, your local Kamen Rider fans might have to return to the old ways for watching their session, because like earlier this week, like at the start of this week, every single sailing enthusiast site that you could go to like watch Kamen Rider, all of them got taken down. I don't know if someone did something really dumb and like mentioned them to someone who mentioned as someone who works on the show, and then they have to report that to like their higher ups, or if just someone at Toei found them, but yeah, just sadly, like all the sites you could go to, all the sites I know of that you could go to watch Kamen Rider, just all of them got taken down. Which it hits really hard because just last week, Kuga and Kamen Rider set Shout Factory, their rights to Kuga and Kamen Rider 71 expired, so those got taken down off of YouTube and Tubi.
You like poking around in cells, do you?
Not much.
How very genteel.
So yeah, I had to go back to the old ways. And pull out my old external hard drive, which is like 2 terabytes in size, and all it has on, and it is a 2 terabyte external hard drive that just has Tokusatsu on it. I was collecting and recollecting a Kamen Rider series that I didn't have on there to watch later. And also, I'll need to do that for Sentai as well, because yeah, the rights to Shout Factory, also their rights to numerous Sentai seasons expired, so those got taken off of Tubi. So it says, yeah, one of my bookmarks is dead too. Pokemon excuse, the Project Red stuff is releasing in some other Asian/Pacific countries, but yeah, no, worldwide like Zets, despite announcing Gavon from Shout's HQ in the US first. Was I hearing someone there? That sounds... Is that a lot of birds or a lot of bats? Those look like birds. I'm gonna guess those are birds. That's a lot of birds. Oh. Hello. Could this be a good fellow?
Who are you? I help anytime.
Oh, it's like a big archer guy. Okay. I didn't realize just how many birds there were around here. What the heck is that down there? Oh gosh, the stream quality is really messing up. Alright, let me check to see what this does. Okay, is that... Both of these look like areas I haven't been to yet. And I think that's the area I was... yeah, that was the area I was at. Transform, blending into environment. Okay. Branch of white birds received from giants, but apparently stuck in friendship. Becomes something that blends into the surroundings. Consumed to use. Okay, so I can only use it once. Okay, well... I don't think there's anything else here, so let me just... Dang it! I was trying to jump through... I was trying to go through that, one of those pathways there. It looked like there was a pathway I could go on to. Okay, down to 147 lives. I'm losing lives at a breakneck speed today. So if you'd like to see this continue, please consider donating. Remember, every dollar donated add more lives to this. Okay, let's go down this way. They're over there. Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe I should try going over here and seeing what's around, what these dogs are gone. What these dogs are doing. Sue says, well, they took down most of the sites, but they didn't get this one dude's Google Doc / Drive with everything downloaded. Yet. They might. Yeah, thankfully that one is still up. Sorry, rats. Locked. Okay. Big rat. Oh. Okay, it was a small rat that looked big. Okay, there's a ladder here. So it says, do you fear the Rat King? Okay, where is this at? Susan, clearly no. No, clearly not, yes. Oh, I think that's a bonfire. And one of those shiny lizards up there, if I can get to it. So there's a shortcut unlocked. It is really interesting, like, once I beat God Hand, I'm going to be playing this game and Legend of Zelda. Or Legend of Zelda game at the same time. Now, of course, Wind Waker and Dark Souls 3 are very different games, but, I mean, one of the big inspirations behind this series was Legend of Zelda, so it is just going to be interesting, to, like, going through these games for these two series back-to-back. Or, like, yeah, like... every day. Or, like, every week. Okay, so... Alright, now I'm over here, so... I'll have to... I guess I should have done that quite a lot earlier. So your HP is looking mighty low. I was hoping that maybe they're actually, like, them throwing their bolts would hit each other. Clearly not. Oh. Well, while they're up there, I'll just go through here. Okay. See, I'm only going to be able to stream for 3 hours today, but I'll be back for a bigger 7-hour stream on Tuesday, which will be more God Hand. Okay, so maybe this... Oh, dear. Hold on. I think the stream's about... the internet might be about to disconnect. Or the stream might be about to disconnect. So if you do it right, you make the guy throw his bowl and walk off the cliff when he does it. That could be... Okay, let me try this here again. Oh, okay, this goes both up and down, because this is definitely a new area. Yeah, this is, like, I haven't been here before. So there's, oh, unholy lag spike. Yeah, the internet's been really bad this week. Again, if it does break down, which it probably will, I'll try to bring it back as soon as possible. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, I remember this person. Okay. 146 lives remaining. I think because I'm only playing this for like 3 hours, like a week, I think this will, I probably will keep with, only playing like Dark Souls 3 on Sundays. Because, I mean, if I keep doing this bad, I'm going to run out of lives in it. Yeah, if I keep doing, like, keep dying this quickly, I'm going to run out of lives very soon. Very quickly. Okay, once I get free of here, let me check to see what that blood bite ring does. But then if I do manage to beat this game through the Donathon, if I do manage to beat this game the Donathon, instead of running a poll, what I'll probably do is gather all the games I have on PC that I've considered for playing in a Donathon, like all the Armored Core game, or like all the games that I've considered playing for this Donathon, like all the Kingsfield, Shadow Tower, and Armored Core games I have, and then like a couple other games. And then what I'll do is like I'll do the roulette idea that I had. The idea I had of like playing through a bunch of games at once by like spinning, like every time I die, spinning a wheel, and then just wherever that lands, play that game. Increases fire attack, but compromises damage absorption. Increases bleed resistance. Ah. Detective Heartache coming in with one of her classic Detective Heartache-isms. Saying "Sleepy, I blame you." Welcome in. Detective Heartache is staring at Darkest Dungeon in my download list. Ah, that's a good one. Oh, okay, that is another thing thank you, Detective Heartache, you actually reminded me of something. So, my original plan for, like, all the different, after the Donathon ends, this won't happen, like, immediately, but soon after the Donathon ends, I'll probably start on one of the various charity events that I mentioned wanting to do. One of the ones that I'd hoped to do, after I move out. I wanted to do after I moved out of my parents' house. Because I have built up enough money to where I could afford to do one of those donation ideas. Like the Darker Than Darkest Dungeon idea. That's probably would be the first one. Because that was one of the things for D&D Delights. And, because I do have enough money, to like do one of those to do that event. I was just waiting to do it until after I moved out of my parents' house so that I could have more like time and freedom. But if I'm not gonna have if I'm not even close to the amount of money I need in order to do that event, if I'm not even close to the amount of money I need to move out of here, which I found out last Sunday while like apartment scoping, then might as well go ahead and do that charity event, so that I can use like what money I have to kind of help out more people. Oh wait, hold on, stream's breaking down. Let me not challenge these guys while the stream is breaking down. Let me back off a little bit. Now, Brawl or Nothing, I'm gonna have to think that might have to wait until next year. Just because I'm only able to stream twice a week right now, thanks to my job and living with my parents. So, if I did do Brawl or Nothing while I was here, and then Brawl Night Long for whichever game wins Brawl or Nothing, it would be like severely reduced. Like I might not even be able to do like a 12-hour stream. I'm so glad I decided to add some magic to this. Can't believe I dodged all that. Uh-oh. Oh dang! Here they come. Can they run through here? Yes, they can. Okay, they can run through here. Okay, so this goes both up and down. That's good to know. Looks like there was a pathway near here. No, damn it. Okay. I thought there was like a wooden pathway or like a wooden walkway that I could jump onto while I was going down. There was not. Okay, hold on. The stream's really breaking down right now. Let me... Let me give it a little bit, just in case the stream breaks down. Seems that there is, but not that way. Oh, okay, one fun thing I did. Trying to talk about good things that happened. One fun thing I did is, after visiting the beach and getting badly sunburnt, I did click, like, you know, it's nearing the end of July, and let me make a big list of things to watch during the last few weeks of July. Like a big like summer or beach themed list of things to watch. So it was like, which also intersects. So it was like summer themed / beach themed, and then also generally intersects with like pirate stuff because like you know they're out in the open ocean. So it ended up being Muppet Treasure Island, which watched that. The first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, rewatched those. Which Muppet Treasure Island still one of my favorite movies. Pirates of the Caribbean, like rewatching those 3 movies. This might be just I think for me personally, because of like after like the court case against Johnny Depp, watching those movies does feel a bit weird because like a lot of the story and comedy in those movies is very centered around Johnny Depp's character. But those movies sure do look good. Like, as far as a movie that, like, movies that look like, oh, dang, this is like a world with, like, full of pirates. This is like a pirate fantasy world. Pirates of the Caribbean does nail it. Does nail that kind of look. Then what else was there? The Road to El Dorado, another one of my favorite movies. That was also on my list, so watch that. I also have some movie. Okay, I also grabbed, like, I took suggestions from some friends or some people in some of the Discord servers I'm a part of, and from those suggestions, I decided to add Jaws, the Disney Channel original movie Teen Beach Movie, and Forgetting Sarah Marshall to my list. 3 very different movies, but I wanted to cover a wide area basis. Or a wide area of genres was what I was watching for this. So added those on there. Also, also 2 of my favorite shows of all time. Yeah, 2 of my favorite West American animated cartoons of all time, which just so happen to their entire story takes place in the summer. And that's Gravity Falls and Phineas and Ferb. So yeah, two of my favorite shows that I've watched are shows I watched, I really like them because they're shows I watched when I was young. They both were on Disney Channel. They both have their stories are set entirely in the summer. And both of those shows center around the main characters are a duo of siblings. Fucking Matthews, I like my pirates in space, and also being elves, and also with allies riding space dinosaurs. I mean, Pokemon Rescue, everything's made better when you add almost everything is made better when you add dinosaurs into it. There are very few things that are made worse by having dinosaurs. There are very few things that are not improved by adding dinosaurs into it. So yeah, Phineas and Ferb and Gravity Falls, added those both in. And then, okay, so the last of these things is not really that summer themed, but I did tell some of my friends that I did tell some of my friends that because this is the year of the horse, that at some point this year I would watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Also, that show, because that show has been like on my list of shows to check out for quite some time. And I thought, like, well, if I'm gonna watch it, why not? I mean, Year of the Horse is kind of seems like the best year to watch that show. It just fits. But I was planning to do that at the start of the year, and it is now July because, as with everything else in my life, things keep getting in my life keeps getting in my way. Whether it's like. With everything, in regards to everything I've wanted to do this year, life has really gotten in my way this year. So now it was my list of summer/beach things to watch, and now it's BrawlKaiser's list of summer/beach movies and shows to watch during the last few weeks of July, and the start of August, and also My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is on this list. Because I told some friends that I would watch this show this year, and I haven't gotten to it yet because of life. So he says, at this rate, you might as well throw Uma Musume on the list. I probably should. I don't know if I'd ever try out the gacha game, but I might like the anime. Okay, so how do I make this thing go down? Oh. Okay, so one of them goes up and one of them goes down. So Jennifer Hardy says, I will not suggest the Guy horse racing anime. Sips is the one you spite watched? Taylor's correct. Huh, okay then. I probably also will not watch BoJack Horseman. I've heard that show is really great, but I'm not sure it would be my thing. I also do need to get back to watching Columbo. There's also like 2 detective shows I'm still watching. Like I'm still watching through rewatching through Kamen Rider Double. Had to because the site I was watching the show on got taken down. I had to scramble to make sure I had all the episodes for the show. Damn. And then I did finish season 2 of Columbo, so I need to start. Season 3, which Sim says, Brawl, I think he hurts. He does. I do need to use my Miyagic more. I haven't been spamming my Miyagic enough. I need to do that more. Go. Honestly, part of the fun for Columbo has been seeing who is the celebrity guest murderer for this episode, for whichever episode it is. like, the first episode of Season 3, I know is going to have both Vincent Price and Martin Sheen in it, and I don't know which one of them is going to be the murderer, or if both of them or neither of them, but still, like, Detective Columbo interacting with Vincent Price. I mean, that's... You could sell a whole movie off of that. Okay, I'm just gonna run past these guys again. Oh gosh dang it. I'm guessing the path I need to take is down there, past that. I'm guessing the path I need to take is down there, past that Ice Knight. Okay, can I maybe find? Oh, good. They're walking away. Better use this. I wonder if, like, if I move out of here, will he follow me through? Or is he too wide? Or she. I don't want to misgender them. They can follow me through here. That's good to know. We're down to 143 lives remaining. So if you'd like to see this playthrough continue, please consider donating. I'm about... remember that every dollar donated will add another life. And we'll keep this going. What if I do actually end up losing... Like, okay, we're an hour into the stream, so I don't think... Pokemon Rescue says, the Boreal Knights do like to give a frosty reception. Yeah, they really need to chill. Dang it, I can't do the rim shot because... Gotta fight these rats. Okay, now I can do it. There we go. So yeah, I have, like I was saying, I've basically finished all the preparation I need to do for the Capcom Fighters Marathon from Hell. It's just planning out what day I can do it on, because that's really... That'll have to be like a big Tuesday stream, and that's gonna probably take like all the Tuesday of the day, like all day, the whole stream, the full like 7 hours. It might even go longer. That was kind of why I was hoping to wait to do it until after I moved out of here. Okay, running past these guys. Never mind, not running past those guys. Oh, that's right, I need to attune a spell. The heavy soul arrow is good. Do I want to switch it out for something else? Baron Dart, magic weapon. Reinforced right weapon with magic. Maybe not right now. The heavy soul arrow is working. I just got to make sure I'm far enough away from whoever I'm using it on to use it on them. Okay, let's go. Alright. So yeah, the Pokemon Smasher Pass stream and the Capcom Fires Marathon from Hell. Gosh dang it. The Pokemon Smasher Pass stream and the Capcom Fires Marathon from Hell, those were both streams that I was like planning on waiting to do until after I moved out of here, but just because it's looking like I have no idea how long it'll take me to move out of here. I'm just gonna have to plan them. I'm just gonna have to plan them for a time where I can do them, when I can do them on, like on some Tuesday. So don't be surprised if like I announce the stream schedule for a week and it's like, hey, tomorrow is when the Pokemon Smasher Pass stream is happening. I'm sorry if it ends up like that, if that's one of the streams you're looking forward to, but it's just how things might have to end up being. I don't like it, but... Well, okay, August, like, 3rd is when Yasmin releases in Street Fighter 6. And I was definitely planning on playing Street Fighter 6 when... Like, I don't think I'll... August 3rd is a... It's a Monday, so on the very next day, Tuesday, I could stream, Yasmin Street Fighter 6. Maybe the other part of that stream is when I should do the, Maybe the other part of that stream is when I should do, is the Pokemon Smasher Pass stream. Although I'd have to make sure it's on a day when I know that I will be the only one, in the house. Do not want other people. I do not want my parents overhearing me talking about which Pokemon I want to fuck. Let me get rid of you, so I'm not dealing with you while I'm dealing with the other guys. So I'll plan it out, but at some point in August, I will be doing like the I will play Yasmin in Street Fighter 6. Because I'm very excited to see like what she plays like. Well, I actually did watch like the character guide to see like how she plays like, but I'm very excited to try her out. Is it? Oh shoot, okay, that wasn't the direction I was planning on going, but okay. A robot resub for 48 months. Thank you, a robot. And that adds... Okay, that adds 6 more lives. So that means I'm up to 147 out of 192 lives. And that means as far as making me me playing Sonic Adventure 2, so that puts us at $808.92. I was about to say for a second there's Sonic 06, but that is not a game I would make a Donathon goal for. That is not a game I would make a Donathon goal for. Okay, I think that actually was. Okay, wait. That might have actually been the, that might have been the walkway I was thinking about. Sue says that would be a hell stream. Sonic 06... Okay, Sonic 06 is a game that I actually did try out. Sonic 06 is a game I did try out out of possibly being a game that I'd play for this Donathon. Like one of the games where I play it and every dollar donated would add another life. However, that game, from what I only got to play a little bit, from what I played, it sucked so much. It was so bad that I had to say, even if people were paying me money, I wouldn't pay. If I were to do that, it couldn't be add a dollar adds an extra life. It would have to be $10 adds an extra life. Every $10 adds another life. That's how much unfun it was trying out Sonic 06. Also, I thought to myself, well, if I'm gonna play a Sonic game for the first time, I probably shouldn't make Sonic 06 my first Sonic game. I should almost certainly make another game.
Oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried.
Who's saying that?
But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
Who was talking to me? Oh, it's you! I didn't even see them there. I just completely missed them there.
On some days, I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl.
I'll probably also make it burn.
Now, think twice before you go down that road.
Well, okay, I didn't plan on that. I just was trying to go, to see if there was something else around here, and I just kind of fell down here, so, I guess I'm going this way. Sleep says, first Sonic game should be Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood. Sleepless, to make me play Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood, I wouldn't even put it as a donation goal. I would make it as a you personally, Sleepless, have to donate to make me pay. You would have to donate a set amount of money to make me play Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood. Because I'm pretty sure you're the only person who would be interested in seeing me play this. Okay, not going on there.
No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now. I, Sigurd of Mighty Katarina, fight by your side!
Uh-oh. Well, I hope I didn't get Sigurd killed there. Also, I'm dead. Again. Yeah, I hope I didn't get Sigurd killed there. Sue says, I would win in either case. Robot says, demons, am I right? You're right. You're right. So far, no path looks like a good... no path looks like a good path to take. There's the path that takes me... There's the path that takes me down into fighting that knight, which I've died to quite a few times. There's the path that takes me down into fighting that demon, which I've died at, which, like... Which that demon two-shot me. And I think the knight did as well. I think the ice knight did as well. So... I guess it's just a case of pick my poison. Do I want to fight the ice... Ow. Do I want to fight the ice knight or the demon or the fire demon? Ow. Gosh dang. But yeah, thank you for the resub, El Robot. And that adds like six more. That adds $6 to the next donation goal and 6 more lives to Dark Souls 3. See, I think I will keep playing through just this game on Sundays because I'm only playing this for 3 hours, so I won't be as likely to get burnt out on this. Well, I kind of already am burnt out on like Soulsborne games after Bloodborne, at least for this year. But I think I'll be fine if I'm playing this for like only 3 hours a day. And yeah, Tuesdays are going to be the days when I... Tuesdays are going to be the days when I play other things. Like I'm going to be like after I beat God Hand, I'll probably return to Wind Waker on Tuesdays so I can maybe beat that game. How you doing, Siegward?
I could try talking some sense into him. No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I've got to use my head and think.
Maybe could I get the, can't really call this one. I wonder if I could maybe, like, talk to the giant archer up there, if he'll start shooting at this demon for me. If I could aim a bit farther, maybe I could try... Oh, Jesus, a lot of birds. Well, there's all the birds. Yeah, if I could aim a bit far, depending on how far this demon is willing to get close, I could try, like, staying back here and hitting it with magic. But I don't know how well that's going to work. Okay, that's right. Okay, so it goes down at an angle. And I'm running out of magic as well. I do have my one Ashen Estus flask. Could I, like... Yeah, if I could get the demon to start coming over here, I could probably attack, like, shoot magic at it and do a lot of damage to it. Will it come over here?
No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side! Ah!
Okay, let's try and keep him alive. do it. Hooray, we did it. Okay, how are you feeling, Sigurd?
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head.
I think we're far past that
We
point.
unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make. To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
Okay, so what did he give me? Tracked red eye orb. Consumed to invade another world. Fire gem. Used to create fire weapon. Oh, okay. Used to create raw weapon. Reinforced soul transport weapon to +4. +3. Restores HP and boosts frost resist. Oh, okay. Like Massachusetts, quest line is great and culminates in an awesome moment. Okay, well now that I've killed that thing, let's just hope that that's the only thing around here that I have to worry about. Although I very much doubt it. Like a tree man? Okay, tree people. Treeple, if you will. And I got a large club. Hold the menu with the left touchpad button. Okay. Point up, point down, wave, jump for joy, joy, bow. Okay. If you're watching this stream, if you're watching me stream this for the first time, this is my first playthrough of this game. This is something I'm doing for a Donothon. I'm doing to try to raise some money to help me get out of my current living situation. So, what I'm doing is I'm playing this game. I played Bloodborne, then XCOM 2, and now Dark Souls 3. All these games for the first time, and I'm playing with a limited number of lives. So every time I die, I lose a life. And if the number of lives I have remaining reaches 0, then the playthrough ends. But every dollar donated will add more lives to it. Will add another life. Okay, that's cool. And it'll also contribute to these Donathon goals that I've got. Like, a current Donathon goal is making me play Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time. So if that sounds like something you'd want to see, please consider donating. Either through subs, bits, gift subs, or direct donations. Well, subs, bits, and gift subs on Twitch. Direct donations on YouTube or Twitch. Gee, okay, I do not like how many of these cages with all these people, all these cages with bodies in them there are. Oh, hey, Scorcher, welcome in. Ooh, wow, you can see far. You can see really far out here. Alright. I really feel like one of these cages full of bodies is going to come alive and attack me. Like, there are way too many of them around. I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Okay, really? They really don't like magic. Oh, Ace Coach, you missed it, but I killed this big demon who was here. Well, really, Sigurd did most of the killing. I just kind of hung back and spammed Shirley Brewing just kind of hung back and spammed magic at it. Alright, who else is here? Ace Coach says, so your training with Bloodborne is preparing you for all this. I guess that's one way of putting it. Oh, another dog. And I'm mad of magic. Treasure head, but could this be trapped? Oh, it's gonna be like a mimic, isn't it? Oh, it's two of them? Oh, no, fuck this. No. Two of those, like, big witches? No. I don't know what to call them. I guess maybe Inquisitor ladies, because they do look like they could be representing some kind of church. I hope this is not where I need to go. Okay, let me actually check up there and see if that's where I need to go. There is a doorway out there. Fuck it. Running. They're following after me? Okay, they're not following after me yet. Okay, there's that big church there. Oh, well, that was the church that they were walking into. I need to, like, find some way to access that, I think. Well, let's see what this thing I just picked up is. Lowering equipment load increases attack. Okay. I guess I have that now. Is there anywhere else to go in here? I guess that's it. Wait! I didn't mean to go down there that way. I was trying to go onto the, like the roof that was in between there. $145 lives remaining. Remember that every dollar donated will add more lives. I think I'm already, well, I'm not. I was at 151 lives, but El Robot resubbing added like 6 more. So that means so far this stream I've lost. Let's see what. Quite a few. We'll just say quite a few. Okay, let me check out this ring again, because I feel like there'd be like something more important for why I'd get that. Like, if I went all that way just to get this ring, I feel like it'd be more important. Ring of Flynn, the eulogized thief, lowering equivalent increases attacking power. Fought with the wind on his side, it was a hero among the weak and poor. Yet even his admirers knew that it was a little more than idyllic fable. Okay, so this enemy actually, like, changes. Sometimes there's an enemy over there, sometimes there's not. Dang it. I guess they don't really care at all about that guy there. Or at least they don't seem to. Well, I made the most progress this... I guess I'm going this way. Alright, let me try going this way again. See what else I missed. Yeah, let me try. Hopefully not another demon. Okay, I don't think I went this way, so let me try going over here. Right, I went over there, but I didn't go... Okay, this is blocked off. Nothing over here. And... Pokemon excuses. Anyways, bedtime here as it's 1 a.m. Night Pokemon Cube. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Okay, I need like some sort of key for there, but I don't know where to get it. Wait. Okay, nope, no. You know what, I did get some more armor. Let me see if I... Okay, so sword helm. Steel soldier helm. That would increase my weight, which wouldn't help me out much. Nope. No. Increases bleed resistance. Lowering equipment load increases attack. Increases fire attack but compromises damage absorption. Probably not that one. Anywhere over here? No, it looks like the only place I can go to is... Yeah, that place through here that I went. Okay, there is some walkway over there. Oh yeah, that's right, I did go through that walkway. Yeah, I did go through that walkway. Okay, so let's go back up here. And then... Just gonna walk past here. Gonna fight these dogs. Gonna try to avoid those cages. And... Okay, I'm just gonna try running past these two. What the heck? That's some arm she's got. Okay, 144 lives. Let me take a short break. I'll take a short break, get some more tea, and then I'll return. I'll try this again. Okay, be right back. Be back in a little bit. Okay. Let me just make sure stream's still good. Okay, see, it looks like the stream hasn't dropped yet. I'm still being wary of the stream connection because of my internet. Oh, I got all three of them at once. Okay. There, okay, got him. Just like move past this dog. Yep. Got it. Thank goodness the dogs haven't figured out the dogs haven't figured out how to climb up ladders. Okay, now to run right through here. Gosh damn it. I wonder if I could lead them over here and have them attack this guy and he starts fighting them for me. I don't think that would work, but... Okay, is this gonna go up or down? Okay, it's gonna go up. Okay, go down, go down, go down. There, well, they backed up far enough, and we go down. Okay, I'm gonna try this path again, because I really can't see, like, a path to go up there. I guess maybe it was just to get that, fight that demon and get that ring. But I don't know what the ring is for. It seems like I would be, like, that would be the area where I go to get a, some sort of key for that big door. Uh-oh. Gosh, they're fast! I was trying to hit them with my magic, but, forgot they had just the right amount of incline in front of them to block it. Okay, I'm gonna try going there again, try fighting them again. Yeah, I should have shot the rat with magic first. Not these rats, these I can take out. Alright. Actually, we were talking about, like, how it's been a rough year. Like, how it's been a rough year for many things. You know who's had a really rough year? The Avatar Last Airbender franchise. They get a brand new movie that gets leaked online months before it premieres. And now there's, like, there's... And then, like, at the, before the premiere of the movie, or around the premiere of the movie, like, there was a big presentation, I think it was at San Diego Comic-Con, there was a big presentation to, like, talking about the new Avatar movie, and, the upcoming spin-off show, the upcoming new show, and I don't know, it's like, and, like, someone didn't check their work when they put together that presentation, because there's, like, a slide in there that has like text directly sourced from ChatGPT. Even says like ChatGPT in the line. And so now there's like people are going, rightfully so, going crazy about it, saying like, did they freaking use a Gen AI in the new Avatar movie? And like some people were saying that, other people were saying like, no, this is like from the art book. This is from the art book. None of like someone from the team, from like the team who worked on the movie, was like, no, this is from like this was like someone took this from the art book, and we have no control over that. All of us here hate Gen AI. So that's already not a good sign for the movie. That's supposed to be like the first part of this big resurgence in Avatar, in Last Airbender / Avatar. And then there was like that game, which was, gosh, the Avatar Legends game. Like, this was the people have been dying to have, or not dying, but people have been. Okay, I maybe like put a bit too much emphasis on dying, on the word dying there. People have been like thirsting for a new, like, for a good Avatar game. There have been many attempts at like an Avatar: The Last Airbender or Avatar: Legend of Korra game, and none of them have worked. And out of all the ideas, like, so there's this, so it was announced that this indie fighting game, which had gotten canceled because it was originally owned by the same studio. It was originally owned by the publisher that owned them Frightened Herds, and like through the team who made them Frightened Herds, through that poor team, like really hurt them. And like things were looking up because it was announced that it was like been brought out. Okay, so like a new company had started, and this company is all about like reviving games that were canceled, and they got the rights to Avatar Legends, and like they were making a game, and like they had multiple open betas, and people were getting really excited for this. And then we all found out that Mike Zymont is apparently on the dev team because the game engine that they used. Is like a game engine that Mike Zymont developed, which if you want to use that engine, you have to bring in it's like kind of written into like working with the engine that if you use that engine, you have to have Zymont involved with the team. And that's a real shame because so Mike Zymont was the head of the group of developers that worked on Skullgirls. Until like there were multiple reports of like him sexually harassing workers there. There were like reports of him sexually harassing his coworkers there, and like he got given an ultimatum, which was like, hey, either you leave this company, or everyone else here will leave. And he said, no, I'm not going to leave. So every like person at the studio walked out. And that led to Skullgirls didn't die. Well, Skullgirls didn't die. It was picked up by the publisher of Skullgirls, who decided like, okay, now they ended up getting the rights to the game, and they rehired all the people who were working on the game in order to keep working on Skullgirls. But that ended up with its own series of problems because apparently, like, the people on that same group of devs is like, I'm not sure if they've stalled working or like they're refusing to work on Skullgirls right now because they said that there's been multiple missed payments that the company who hired them has like not paid them. But one game that was a casualty of this was Indivisible, which was like a fighting game RPG hybrid, and was one of the first games I supported on Kickstarter. And it's a game that I'm like, on the one hand, I want to play Indivisible on stream at some point because that was a game that like I supported, that like I backed on Kickstarter, and was a game I was excited for. But like the background problems, the problems that were happening in the background behind that game with like Lab Zero and like the studio closing kind of like made me like not sure. Basically, it's made me very hesitant to want to play the game, to play the game on stream, because it's gonna it's gonna open up some sad memories for me. And then, so that's going on with the Skullgirls, but like, yeah, after Lab Zero shut down, because everyone there walked out, because Mike Zymont, like, made this game and this fighting game engine that is, like, supposedly helpful for indie devs who don't want to use, like, Unity or Unreal Engine to design their fighting game, it's led to him being brought in to work on a couple of indie fighting games. And sadly, Avatar Legends is one of them. So yeah, so the new movies, like, problems have been happening with the new movie, problems have happened with the new game, problems are happening with the new movie, and there's now some drama unfolding about, like, whether the animators used AI or not. The new game is, like, had some the new game, like, a lot of people have sworn off, like, decided they don't want to have, like, sworn off of playing Avatar Legends. It's not looking good. It's not a good year for Avatar. And, okay, so to top it all off, just this morning, there was, like, the newest episode of Death Battle released, and it's Aang from Avatar versus the Traveler from Genshin Impact. And I won't spoil, like, I will not spoil the episode, but if Aang loses in that battle, that would just be, like, it's not a major thing, of course not. Whoever wins or loses a death battle is not a major thing at all. But after everything else that's happened this year, that's just like, it's just like one last little needle. One last little needle being driven into Avatar after all the knife wounds. After all the knife and axe wounds. It's like the movie, problems are happening with the movie, problems are happening with the game, and now the main character got killed by a character from a gacha game. And again, in like a web series. That really doesn't matter, but... So he says, okay, but has there been a good year for the IP since, like, 2018? Yeah, bringing a good point there. Well... Yeah, poor Legend of Korra... Legend of Korra was... It's been a long time since I watched it, because I haven't watched Legend of Korra since I watched through the seasons at the very... like, when they first released, but... Dang. Things didn't go well. So actually, like, after the first season or two of Legend of Korra, problems started happening there because, like, originally they were told, okay, you only got 2 seasons of Legend of Korra. Then it got, like, kind of successful, and then Netflix was like, alright, you got 4 seasons now. You need to stretch this out into 4 seasons. It's also, yeah, this was something, I guess something like this, it wasn't like it was guaranteed to happen, but it's like, it's not surprising it's happened, because Paramount is trying to, like, is trying to make their own, like, big fantasy series they can really bank on, and, well, Paramount owns Nickelodeon, and hey, Nickelodeon is who made one of the most highly praised fantasy cartoons of the early 2000s, so with its own unique and interesting fantasy world. So it's bad that it's bad that it's happening, but it's really not. I guess it's not that surprising when you look at things. Sleep says, was the development of season 2 of Korra notoriously troubled because Nickelodeon was pulling funding, and then because they'd pretty much been written off for season 3, they got to throw everything carte blanche? From what, I'm not sure if that's specifically what happened, but I did hear that production of Korra was troubled. I've also, of course, like, all of this is also, like, we've only seen a little bit of the upcoming new show, of the upcoming new Avatar show, and with, I'll be honest, I'm not really that interested in the new Avatar show. Like, even before all this drama, like, all these problems started happening, I wasn't exactly that interested in a new Avatar show. And it's really because, like, so, like, I just mentioned that Avatar Last Airbender introduced a really interesting fantasy world. Like, heavily inspired by, like, Eastern philosophies and, like, Eastern philosophies and mythologies. And then Korra kind of expanded on that, where it was like... Korra did kind of expand that, where it was like, hey, what if we introduce, like, after the events of Last Airbender, like, a new city is developed. It's like this whole, like, heavily industrialized city that's kind of completely new. It's like, not the entire world is new, but this, like, we have a new place. We have, like, a new big city to kind of center the show in. With, like, and it's got its own unique style, because it's, like, very, like, kind of feels like... It kind of feels like a specific period in a... Well, it kind of feels like Roaring Twenties, or like a specific period like that from... I'm not sure if it's Chinese history or Hong Kong, for the history of Hong Kong, or Chinese history, but it feels like something from that. I'm not sure of the specifics, but... I can't name it exactly, but... Well, now with the new show, it's like, okay... Something happened with Korra, and she dies, and now it's everyone hates the Avatar, and it's like an apocalypse. It's like Korra ended on like a pretty good note for those characters, and now they kind of just like when Korra started, it was like, hey, we're like many years after Aang died, and like the world has changed, but there's like noticeably good and bad thing. Like, it's not, the world is not bad, but it's different. There's good and bad things that came about from what Aang did. This is like, like... Whatever led to Korra dying, everything's all screwed up, and everyone hates the Avatar, and, like, it's apocalypse world now. And that... I'm guessing it's still gonna take, like influence from like the same mythologies, or well, I'm assuming it would still take influence from like the same like sort of like sources of like Chinese and Japanese mythology and folklore and history, but nothing like from the screenshots I've seen of the show. It really just does look like kind of like general fantasy apocalypse. A Scourge says, and now this is giving people who hate Korra like catharsis, like you fucked this shit up, us hating you is correct. Well, those people are just weirdos. If they're like, aha, I was right to hate this show because the main character screwed up in the sequel show that came out 15 years after the original. I'm gonna go fight the Ice Knight again. We got a little less than an hour left, so I'm gonna see if I can try and beat them. Again, I'll be back on Tuesday with like a big 7-hour stream of God Hand. I'm gonna see if I can maybe beat that game, and then on next Sunday I'll be back with more Dark Souls 3 for the Donathon. Although the one the one unabashedly, like the one unambiguously really good thing that has happened for Avatar this year is because of that new movie. Like every artist I follow has drawn art of buff adult Toph. So that's good for me personally. But the maybe, well, I guess that's kind of might be good for the franchise depending on perspective, because it means that people are really people are remembering how much they really like one of the characters. It's Scourge says ours are just bringing the good shit. Also, this does mean that because of the problems that happened with the new Avatar Legends fighting game, this means that still, I guess, well, I can't speak to the actual quality of the game because I'm not going to play it because of a sex pest being involved, in developing the game. But since I'm probably never going to play Avatar Legends now, I guess that means that Jade Empire still retains its title as the best Avatar, Avatar: The Last Airbender video game. Okay, so on the video game front, there is another group of people who are specifically on the video game. Okay, on the video game front, and then specifically as a subset of that on the fighting game front, there is another group of people who are doing just as bad, but for very different reasons from the Avatar fans, and that's the DC Comics fans. There was there was an event in DC Comics recently that was like DCKO, and it was like a big it was like the big yearly event, and it was like a fighting tournament between like many heroes and villains from DC. And that event did kind of get some attention, and a couple people were thinking if there were to be a new DC video game, why not make a fighting game based off of this event? Because it's a fighting tournament. Why not do that? And then just a few days ago, we were all of us just a few days ago, all of us fighting game fans were shocked in shock and surprise when we saw the announcement of DCKO, DCKO, the tag team fighting game for mobile. So if you know any if you have any friends who are really big fans of DC Comics, or fans of DC, specifically fans of video, and people who are wanting a DC new DC fighting game, and you just kind of felt a sinking feeling in a sinking feeling in the general air pressure around them. That's why. This got going back to something I mentioned, something I talked about a few months ago, in the difference between how DC is doing in regards to its media outside the comics and how Marvel is doing in regards to its media outside the comics. Okay, this new mobile game was announced on the same day or a day before the open beta for Marvel Tokon started. And now, to be fair, there have reportedly been some problems with the Marvel Tokon beta, but all those problems are really been like problems that happened because this game is being published by Sony. Problems that happen because this game is being published by Sony, and Sony has not learned from all their mistakes with Helldivers, and so like you got a game, just even despite those problems, despite those issues that are all again kind of on Sony's end as the publisher, and how they're handling this, in within days of each other, you have new DC tag team fighting game on mobile, and then new Marvel tag team fighting game where you can have blonde, vaguely Russian Queen of Hell with a great sword fight a Goblin Man who says that if he beats you, he's gonna you have to vote for him for president. So he says, all right, I'm going to push back a little bit. Oh, just because, Magic in the comics is actually, she's reportedly Queen of Limbo, not Queen of Hell. Well, I mean, that's her specific title. That's her exact title, really. And she's not exactly the Queen of Hell, because, I mean, that's kind of Hella. So he says, the overzealous chucklefucks online that are pretty much conducting a witch hunt on any game Sony tries to market or get eyes on for indies need to stand the fuck down about the whole new disc no buy. Sleepless, this was all about connection issues that were happening on the PC version of the game. The version that you can't buy, that you can't, everybody who tried this beta knew that you couldn't get a physical version. Or knew that you couldn't get a physical version because it's the PC version. And it's not the full game, it's a beta. The problems that I'm talking about that are happening are connection issues during the game. I just realized I just killed those two guys. But I'm very low on health. So he says, no, I'm talking purely about the people that are going out of their way to community note shit on Twitter because Sony retweeted a game. Well, I know nothing about that. I'm just talking about, I know nothing about that. I'm just talking about, the issues I've heard of with the Tokon beta. I can't tell if this is a mask Shirley Brewing is wearing or if this is just her face. If it is a mask she's wearing, combined with the cloak, the cloak and the turban she's got, that's pretty cool. If it is just her face, ew. So he says, which, while I don't agree with Sony being the steward of it, indie devs who are putting their games on PS are not the people that need to be ratioed in Oblivion. Okay, that really just sounds like a problem that's a problem that's happening because it's people on Twitter. That seems like a problem that's happening because Twitter is very much... Twitter is very much, since the start of last year, Twitter has gone to the part of the majority of people are there. The majority of people that are still on there are like content bots who will just try to push things anywhere they can to get some attention, or like people who get blue check marks because they think it will make them cool, or people who like react to the people with blue check marks because they think it will make them cool. And there is still like a couple like cool people, like some cool, decent people on there, but you know, the majority of the people are of those three groups that I'm describing. So I'm just saying that's the thing that's annoying me in all this. But yeah, basically just, if it's like Twitter drama, if it's like drama that's like centered around Twitter, I don't even really take it that serious. I just assume it's people being idiots. Like that's why I got off there. Is because like I kind of saw the signs at the start of last year that like, oh yeah, this is no, with Musk in control I'm totally not a Nazi, guys. Musk in control of Twitter, and just like actively pushing for the worst kind of people to get more attention on that site. Yeah, this. If you'd like to see me potentially beat this guy without losing all my lives, please consider donating. Remember that every dollar donated will add more lives to this playthrough, and will keep me playing this game. It will also contribute to our Donathon goals, like the current one, making me play Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time. Maybe I should just try running through the rats. Ow. Okay, I probably shouldn't have tried just running through the rats. This is gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. Why are there now 2 dogs? Okay, that is a lot more people around here than usual. Okay, gonna try running through here again. I don't... 138 lives remaining. Yay. So I need to fight the rats, otherwise they're gonna, like, go after me. Okay, I need to fight the rats smart. Probably should have just spammed magic at them from above. With everything that's happened, I didn't even get the chance to play the Tokon beta, but gosh, well, it might still be going on, but I'm not sure. I might not even have like enough space for it on my computer. I might not have enough space for it on my computer right now. I've still got a lot of games from the recent Steam Next Fest that I need to try out. Which is why I didn't do, like, when that Steam Next Fest passed, which is why I didn't end up doing a, like, here are my favorite demos from Steam Next Fest. I didn't get the chance to try out. Still haven't gotten the chance to play, like, all the demos that I downloaded from that yet. Damn it. Where the heck is this? I'm down here now, I guess. Seems familiar. Okay, there's a rat. There's probably a bigger enemy around here, I think. Yep, okay, a lot of enemies. A lot of rats. Okay, it's not up here. Sleep says, I don't think I saw this place when I replayed this game last year. And, I mean, I do know that there's like a lot of hidden areas amongst all these Dark Souls games, like in all the areas of these Dark Souls games, but I rarely ever see them. How you doing?
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me.
Okay. This might be a bad idea, but okay.
Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone, just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
So...
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim.
Okay.
I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper.
Oh, okay.
Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then. I am weak.
I guess that's one way of
and
putting it.
unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead? Oh,
okay.
Thank you, sweet champion.
Sure.
I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
Oh, okay, well. Nice to meet you. Okay, where am I at? Oh, I'm over here.
You've gone and rescued her, have you?
Yeah?
How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help.
Oh, was he like guarding her?
Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate.
Okay, he was guarding her.
I am Egon, a knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
Okay.
What's the matter? My terms are very simple. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
Okay then. Well, I guess she's gone back to, my base now. Okay, let me try to fight this knight again. It seems like they actually can't take too many hits. Like yeah, it seems like it doesn't take that much damage to beat them, to kill them. But they move very fast and they do a lot of damage. Okay, 136. 136 lives remaining. I think the lowest I've gotten with remaining lives might have been like, okay, it might have dropped below 100 at like during the early parts of XCOM 2, but I'm not sure. I know it reached like 100 and... oh, shoot. I know it reached like 101, but I don't know if I ever got lower than that at any point. I'm saying that because I've lost quite a few lives this stream, so... I think... yeah, if we don't get... I think if nobody donates, this could be the arc. This could be the arc where the Donathon ends. Okay, so they can really attack me once they're on there. Okay. Gosh dang it. I thought I dodged that, but I ran right into it. I thought I dodged that by with the dodge roll, but no, I just ran right into it. That didn't mean anything. It was too big for me to dodge roll. Okay, they're not chasing after me. Let's try this again. I still think that maybe the area with the fire demon was like where I needed to go to like continue, but I'm not really sure. Oh wait, hold on, the stream might be about to disconnect. Okay, the stream... okay, OBS disconnected, but I think it reconnected on its own, so... I figured it would happen at some point, and it might happen again, because, yeah, internet connection here is still being pretty awful. Okay, I have no Estus flasks remaining. What if I just run past it to try to get the pistol? Oh, okay, it didn't like that. Oh, wait. Wait. So it says a pure cell, I need to refresh. Okay, is it still... wait, can it go out? Ow. Can it not go through this door? I might have found out my way to beat it. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this might work. The most fun I have in these games is when I find some very cheap way to beat an enemy. That I like an enemy that I'm supposed to fight like up front, or like I'm supposed to have like an honest duel with, and I just find some way to cheat them. Okay, what sword did I get? It's a long sword. Okay, this is physical. Okay, I need 12 strength in order to wield this. So actually, let me see if I can raise my strength a little bit to like wield that. That means I gotta go all the way back to the Firelink Shrine. Yeah, let's go back to the Firelink Shrine and see. If I can level up.
Welcome home, speak thine heart. Very well, then touch the dust. Take nourishment. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Okay, I've got a couple items here I can use to get more soul. Let me use those. Okay, Fading Soul. Use... Well, I guess I did find a way to beat that knight. I just had to do the cheapest one. Let me use... Let me just go and use all of these. I think that might be enough. Soul of Boreal Valley Vort. No, let me keep that soul. I might be able to use that for something.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take note.
So, okay. Okay, I can boost one of these other ones. So let's boost... this.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Okay, and let me switch this out for this sword. Ooh. I see. So it says, I like the Ethereal Straight Sword, but I don't know if you will. It's harder to upgrade those since it doesn't take regular upgrade materials. I do like weapons with ice it's rare that you see a weapon with an ice effect, so I do like them. I do like ice powers. Ice powers are overall like one of my favorite elemental powers you can give a character, so yeah, I'll try this out. That's right, I have the dual swords this whole time. I could have been trying dual sword moves, but well, actually the magic has been working pretty well, so. I just have to hope that that knight doesn't reappear, which I don't think it will. Okay, I think I'm safe. So where exactly am I? A forest, obviously. Well, okay, I say a forest, but they did call it a road. Oh, hello. Oh, dang it, the stream might be about to disconnect again. Hold on. We got less than 30 minutes left, and even though I have, like, no work tomorrow, I can't go longer. Well, even though I have no work tomorrow, no work tomorrow. I don't think I'll go any longer because I think I'll just stick to the 3 hours I had planned because this stream is really messing up. The stream quality is really messing up. Hello? Oh, they're a bit bigger than I expected. Or a bit bigger than I thought they were at a distance. This is kind of a force. Oh. What the heck? The heck? There are some enemies in this game, like not that one specifically, but there are some enemies in this game that make me think that, like, From Software working on this, were taking, like, they just couldn't let go of some ideas they had from Bloodborne. Okay, it's like all over there. Of course, if I use the magic the spell I have that boosts my sword damage, I could have magic and frost damage on my weapon. Let's draw you away from there. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. So they come wizards, I guess. Jeez, that's loud. What the heck? That's loud. I guess like a pathway down there. Where'd they go? I guess they fell. Okay, well, if they fell... Well, I won't worry about it too much if they fell. I guess maybe this is the area, the way I need to go. I've used up a lot of my magic. Like, yeah, I used up basically all my magic. What's around here? Oh, what the heck? Hello. Dang. Okay. Okay, 135 lives remaining, and we have, like... Yeah, less than half an hour left. So probably better if I kill them before they turn into their winged form. It seems like that transforms them into wizards. Although I can't tell if they're just like if they're. It almost looks like they're emaciated, like werebeasts with skulls for heads. I can't exactly tell. Well, they've got like multiple arms and multiple arms on them. Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday with more God Hand. Oh, okay. No, not all of them turn to wizards. Okay, not all of them turn to wizards. Some of them just get really fast. Okay, they also have poison. Oh, another one. Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday with more God Hand. I'm gonna see if I can maybe beat that game on that day. Oh, I used up all my stamina. Gosh, that's loud. That is so loud. Okay, I just did... Okay, I'm down to 134 lives remaining. So I went from 151 plus the 6 that I got from El Robot resubscribing. That's 157 at the start of the stream. I'm now down to 134. So I've lost, even though it's only been like almost 3 hours, I've lost over 20 lives. So if I keep losing this amount of lives like every one of these streams, I could be in trouble. Yeah, if I keep losing this amount of lives every one of these streams, then yeah, I could be in trouble. Because it was only... I mean, I've got 134 lives remaining. It would take me like 6 or 7 streams to run out of lives if I kept losing them at this rate. See if I can get you. Okay, no. Okay, so one of them is going to jump down from there. I guess let me go ahead and use this. Okay, I think that summons another one. Yep. Oh, shoot. Okay, that summoned another one. Oh, dang it, nope. Got too far. Okay, that used up like half of my remaining magic. Let me go back over here. Dang, I thought I got her with that. Okay, got her. Okay, it looks like there's some more things I gotta go here, but I also feel like something else could jump out and attack me. Brigand's twin daggers. Try jumping. I feel like that'll kill me. Let's take a look at these twin daggers instead. Brigand twin daggers. These paired daggers prefer weapons for the brigands of a distant land. When two-handed, the wielder holds a blade in each hand, line for diverse attacks that include left-handed moves. Okay, let's compare them to this. Okay, they actually... That's 108. That's 70. I'll try equipping these and see what they're like. That's one knife. Wait, so how do I draw... How do I draw both knives? I forgot how I draw both knives. Okay, that draws both blades. Wait, no it doesn't. What was it? Okay, wait, so that's just last... Okay, there it is. It's a triangle. Okay, yeah, triangle to draw both blades. Well, let me try these two out. Now that I've wasted both of my one of my remaining Estus flasks. Okay, not that much longer left in the stream. So, hope I can see y'all on Tuesday for more God Hand. And yeah, hope y'all have a good week. I'm not sure who will raid tonight. I will have to check to see who's live. But this was a good return to Dark Souls 3. I lost a lot of lives. A lot of lives, but... Okay, and there were the constant internet issues. Like, I think the stream's about to disconnect again. So, there is that. But... Yeah, besides the constant internet issues and the constant deaths, this was a good return to Dark Souls 3. Because I basically had to relearn the game after spending so long away from it. Oh, hello. Okay, that's two more of them. Oh, damn it. I could do without all the screaming. Well, I'm not hearing any screaming anymore. Because I died. These daggers are really fast, but they don't really do... Like... I think my starting blades might not be as fast, but they are... Yeah, my starting blades may not be as fast, but they do more damage and have a little bit more reach, so might just keep them. Let me try the two-handed mode with these blades. Okay, hold on. Let me check to see the moveset. It's 1, 2... Okay, so that just attacks with 1. That attacks with both. Oh, okay, I see. I thought just they would automatically swing... I thought she would automatically swing both blades, because she has both of them out, but no, she actually still only swings the right blade. Well, let me see what it is like with the knives. So it's like... Okay, it's fast. Okay, that swings both of them. So this is when you're two-hand... Oh, okay. Okay, let's try this again then, now that I know what to do with both of these blades. Still takes a lot of hits, and still causes them to scream a lot, but it does kind of... I can kind of stun lock them. Okay, yeah, let me try this with both blades. And also heal. That does drain my stamina really fast, though. Yeah, that does drain my stamina really fast by swinging those two wildly. Did I? Nope, they did not die. Yeah, they did not die. Okay. Okay, 132. You know, I'm gonna try it with the daggers again. The twin blades do more damage, but the daggers are really fast. Yeah, it'd probably be best if I just use the twin blades instead. If I want to do these dual blade approach. I can stun lock enemies a little bit with the knives, but... I can stun enemies a little bit with the... Stun lock enemies a little bit with the knives, but these do more damage. well, I think... Let me just go back to using the ice sword. I think, yeah, this one actually does 108, 124. Okay, so this does much more damage than my twin blades. But I can't do... So it probably is overall better suited for me wielding it along with my magic. Hooray! How do I know? Okay. Let me go up there and fight that one. Then I'll head back down and try to get across that bridge. This will probably, like, after the next time I die, that'll probably have to be it. Oh, I did get that great knife. Let me see what that's like. Corvid great knife. 93 plus 6. Okay, attribute bonus EE. Dagger that you wanted, those guided by heretical storytellers. A rather large dagger with a powerful attack, but the rather transparent attempt to intimidate foes reveals much about its owner's fears. Is the stream about to disconnect? Is it really about to... Gosh dang it. We're right at the end. We're nearing the end. Is it really about to disconnect? Are you kidding me? Damn it. And it came right back. Okay, what the heck? Okay, the stream disconnected and then came right back. Okay. Yeah, I'll go until I die one more time, and then after that, I'll, and once I die, I'll end the stream. As soon as it says, it's trying. What it's trying, I don't know, but it's certainly trying. Fair enough, I guess. Dang, I didn't land any hits on that one. Okay, on this thing. Okay. That's a good well, it's the best place I'm gonna find to call it for the night. So, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back on Tuesday with the hopefully finale of God Hand. And I hope y'all have a good week. Most of y'all are going to be starting the new week, so good luck. This is actually, like, my weekend is actually starting now. Because... Yeah, my weekend is actually going to be starting... it started now, because I work Saturday and Sunday, I work Monday and Tuesday. You know what? Okay, because we were talking about the... because I was talking about the Tokon beta, I'm going to go raid... Here, we're going to raid Lythero, who's playing the Tokon beta right now, so... Oh, wait, actually, I think he's about to end his stream. Never mind. He's about to end his stream. Let's see who we can meet. Oh, Wiley is Willie is live. Okay, we're gonna rig Wiley's Willie. Y'all have a good rest of the night.